Union. Well, looks like showers and storms this morning through early afternoon. Rain becoming more scattered later on this afternoon and evening, but it should clear out of here and just be cloudy with a high near 82 today. 30% chance of showers early tonight, mostly cloudy overnight, low 65. Sunshine returns for tomorrow, high 81. Those chance of showers and thunderstorms as you head home tomorrow from church, mostly cloudy, high 81. Now, that future cast showing rain chances every day through next Thursday, high steady in the lower 80s. But today, again, those morning showers could see also some in the afternoon, but hopefully clearing out by this evening. A high today of 82, 71 at WPKY. Calling all local artists, regardless of medium, you're being invited to set up a booth at the annual Black Patch Festival coming up Saturday, September 7th at downtown Princeton. Spots are still available. Art on Main will run from 10 a to 5 p. That's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the festival. Booth space is $10 for Guild members, $30 for non-members. Space is limited, so register early. Registration deadline is today. So keep that in mind. For more information, contact Melissa Peak at the Guild, 270-625-2574.
Well, get registered now for the Black Patch 2019. Several options are available for booth space. First-time vendors, farmers market, yard sale alley, food booths, and much more. Now, spaces are going to be about 10 by 10, and there's going to be multiples of those that are going to be adjoining as well that are available. All you have to do is give them a call to see which ones are still available. Now, application and payment deadline is today, August 23rd. For more information on how to get registered or pricing and availability, you can give them a call, 270-625-6427 or 270-206-8635.
Here's a great Black Patch event, Tess. It's happening tomorrow, Saturday, August 24th. It is the 2019 Black Patch Beauty Pageant. It's going to be held out at the Fine Arts Center at Caldwell County High School, 350 Beckner Lane. 9 a.m. is the Tiny Miss and Tiny Master, 11 a.m. Little Miss and Little Master, 2 p.m. Miss Black Patch Preteen, 4 o'clock Miss Black Patch Teen, and 6 o'clock Miss Black Patch. Full day of events.
Well, Shady Grove Lodge 559 is going to have a family night. Now, that's this Saturday, August 24th, 6 p.m. Shady Grove Fire Department. Now, that's open to all and everyone in the community. For more information, give them a call at 625-4423.
It's homecoming at Union Grove Baptist Church, and that is this Sunday, 5 p.m. Beneath the Tree Ministry, Brother Vic Hill. And there's food and fellowship at the homecoming at Union Grove Baptist Church. There'll be fellowship and fun, and everyone is welcome to attend.
I've been to there before. They do have a good time. That's right down the road. That's my neighborhood. How about that? Hey, now here is a public notice. Now, this one you need to kind of keep your ears on. The Princeton Water and Wastewater Department will be conducting their semi-annual flushing. Now, that's going to be the flushing of the fire hydrants on Monday. That's this Monday, August the 26th, through Tuesday, August 27th. Now, flushing will begin on the south side of town at 11 p.m. and continue flushing until early Tuesday morning. Flushing will begin again on the north side of town at 11 p.m. and will continue until early Wednesday morning. So they're going to be flushing on Monday night and Tuesday night as well. Now, the Princeton Water and Wastewater Department flushes fire hydrants in order to be in compliance with the safe drinking water laws in the state of Kentucky. So make sure you're aware of that, and just, for water usage and that sort of thing, Ty, we just need to keep those things in mind. It's from 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and if you have a community event coming up and you would like the public to know about it, you can email us at WPKYonline@gmail.com. 1580 and 103.3 WPKY 808 with Tess and Ty, and we got a guest in the studio, Ty. I like it when we got company.
It's a cool Friday guest. Love when we have company visiting, and have the pleasure of welcoming into the WPKY studios this morning, David Fields. Good morning, sir.
Hey, it's great to be here.
All right, and we're certainly glad to have you. And David is the owner of the Lake City Fish Market down in Grand Rivers.
That's correct.
So he's the guy I got to talk to throw a dead fish at you. Is that what it is?
Possibly. He probably let you throw a few dead fish at me.
I've seen a few in my time.
I've seen him throwing dead fish down there when I've been down there to visit. But David is you're from Murray. Is that correct originally?
I live in Murray. I'm originally from Mayfield.
Okay.
So, I'm around the area and very familiar with Princeton and Caldwell because of, my old football days and coaching days and stuff like that. So.
Well, that's interesting you say that. When you said you're from Mayfield, we're like, when you're down here at Caldwell County, you're like, uh-oh.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Them can be fighting words.
The town of Mayfield and the people of Mayfield have a lot of respect for the program that Caldwell County has. And then, of course, I've also worked at Murray, and, we had a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Barnes and his program. And I know that it's been a rough week. Coach Barnes is actually he was a customer of mine at Lake City, so a lot of times I would see him on Saturday mornings, and we would talk about just the games and chit chat. And it's been so great, to be honest with you. I had a working relationship with him when I was in school, and or when I taught school, and then I also had a professional relationship with him doing business. And I just thought he was just the greatest guy in the world. And to hear all of everyone speak so highly of him just over the past week, it's just, it's unfortunate, but to have someone like Coach Barnes and to know him, it really, for me, it's special. I'm sorry, like I said, that he's gone, but just to get to know someone like that and that caliber, I just think it's special. So,
well, appreciate you saying that. I know, we had talked about him coming into the market down there, and you all developed.
And I wanted to come on. You gave me a couple of dates to come on, and I specifically requested today to come on because football means a lot to me. Coach Barnes, like I said, our relationship, which was not. I just knew him kind of on a professional level, but he still made you feel like you were friends with him. And so, like I said, I did choose this date because of Football Friday, because it meant so much. And it's unfortunate, and it's going to be I know a tremendous amount of support in the community tonight for him and what he's done here.
I think with Coach Barnes, he makes you want to step it up a notch, doesn't he?
He really does. I mean, he just. There was just something, but you didn't want to disappoint him, and you could just feel the genuineness and the love that he had. Even, I'll be honest, he got on me a time or two when I was the AD over at Murray, but I took it to heart because he was just that type of person that he kind of demanded excellence, and it was quiet though. It wasn't, he didn't have to speak softly and carry a big stick, so to speak, but he commanded respect.
And let's talk about that. Let's talk a little about David Fields. You're early. You were in the Murray school system and a successful basketball coach.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Now, I love me some football, but I played basketball, so this is down my alley.
Well, I graduated from Mayfield in 1992. And started a career right out of college of coaching, and I went back to my alma mater for a couple of years there at Mayfield and coached football and basketball, and then just kind of moved around a little bit and ended up at Murray. And I was the basketball coach 3 years there at Murray, but also AD and assistant principal for quite some time. And this opportunity became available to move into the business world, and it was just something that I don't know. It had nothing to do with something about education lacking or anything like that. It was just an opportunity, and it was something that I just felt that I needed to do, and I kind of stepped out of.
And tell us about that, because obviously it was a business opportunity for you, but it's also kind of a passion for you, isn't it?
Well, anything that you do, I think you have to have passion for if you're going to do it well. And I got to speak to Paducah Rotary a couple of weeks ago, and that's kind of what I talked about. It's like, if you're not doing something that you feel passionate about, then why are you doing it? And it really is that simple. So I just felt like there was a need to further, I guess, my career in something else. It was just education for me seemed to be, I got in it to coach. I wasn't coaching anymore. I was spending a lot of time away from my home and my family, and I knew on July the 1st what I was going to make on June the 1st of the next year. So I just felt like the opportunity was there. I love to be around food, obviously to eat food.
You're talking to two people that can relate to that.
If we're talking about food, we're in.
That's right. And the lakes area has always been very special to me. At one time, I contemplated becoming a pro fisherman. Which it became too difficult, and I couldn't do that, and I didn't want to starve to death.
Hey, can you do that with a bobber?
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
You can use anything you want, just about.
That's
right?
what I fish with, is a bobber.
So, it's just something that I did have a passion about, and once I got down there and I saw the opportunities that were available in the seafood, just in this area, but also with the catfish, and then there was this little thing that kind of was the hook, was caviar. And so once I kind of got into that and started exploring, the world just completely opened up to me.
I gotta ask, how in the world did you make the jump from catfish to caviar?
Well, it was kind of two businesses into one, and we combined both businesses. And it's just like when the fishermen go after whatever it is they catch, because everything that we buy locally is a wild caught. So it's just something that it kind of goes hand in hand. And the more that you can buy, kind of puts you a little bit ahead of maybe some of your competition. So we tried to just expand and do all that we could in that area. And then the caviar just kind of, like I said, it was a business that was down there, but what we're trying to do is do something that hasn't been done kind of in our industry, and that's take it from the fish and take it right to the end user.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because very interesting, because most of the caviar was Russian, came from the Caspian Sea, from sturgeon over there. And so what we have, I guess, Lake City Fish Market is, you have sturgeon and also a native fish to our lakes and rivers, and that is the paddlefish. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration of the caviar, and then how the caviar that Lake City Fish Market has is produced.
Well, the paddlefish, a lot of people will still to this day call them spoonbill,
Yep.
which is what they are, or a boneless catfish. But it's in the sturgeon family. A paddlefish is in the sturgeon family, which means it doesn't have any bones. So it's pretty much all cartilage. Once
Looks
I got
like
down
a dinosaur.
there, it is. I mean, they are kind of prehistoric. They look prehistoric, but there's a lot of laws and regulations out there to kind of protect the species for overfishing, and that's kind of what happened, which is why it got brought to the United States. At the fall of the Soviet Union back in the 80s, there was overfishing over there, and then there was one certain type, which is called a beluga sturgeon. It was kind of overfished and almost to extinction, and so the people just started looking for different, I guess, avenues and different types of caviar. Well, they found that the U.S., we had these fish. We had the sturgeon in the Mississippi and Ohio rivers, and the paddlefish as well. But the paddlefish it's almost in every body of water that touches the Mississippi River in some form of fashion is gonna have paddlefish. Right. They're abundant. There are a lot out there. They're not easy to catch, which is why they're sort of abundant depending on where you go. And so, I like I said, the business plan was there. It was something that we felt like that we could kind of continue, and we're just trying to get it to the chefs and the end users, kind of cut out some of the middlemen,
right?
And offer a good quality product.
Where can folks find? Of course, I know I've seen people come in to buy it down at the fish market, but people can find it in restaurants, can't they?
Yeah, we have a couple of restaurants that we're working with in Kentucky. Jeff Ruby's is one in Lexington and Louisville. We serve some at a derby party. It's just it's not something that people around this area eat very much. There are a few people that do eat it, and we do have customers that come in for it. And like I said, 6 months out of the year, it's fresh, and you can just get it pretty much within a day or two of me processing it.
What is caviar season, Lovey?
It is. it runs essentially from October the 15th until May the 15th. Okay. Each species has a little bit different season. It has different regulations depending on the body of water and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, that is excellent. Now, for us good old folks that aren't eating caviar, tell us about Lake City Fish Market. And I know I've bought pounds and pounds of fresh catfish down there. I buy scallops down there, and, of course, fresh shrimp on Friday and Saturday nights. But tell us about just, if you're not looking for caviar, of course, just looking for the basic good seafood dinner. Tell us about what Lake City Fish
Well, we've got a lot of
offers.
different products, and we're kind of adding them all the time. The retail section of our market, it looks kind of like a warehouse, and it is a little bit, but we have a small retail section there where we get fresh shrimp on the weekends. And just it seems like every day business is increasing. Of course, we do most of our business on the weekends, but we have people that drive from Indianapolis, a lot of people from Paducah. I get people from Princeton, just all over the area, really. And they come in and they'll get shrimp. But we added about 5 years ago, we started adding some seafood. Yeah. And so right now our business has increased. We're able to kind of buy in bulk and kind of keep our prices down and also offer a good product and kind of get it out the door. So we do have some fresh stuff. We do have some freshly frozen stuff. So I think, if you're looking for, we have frog legs, crawfish, various types of shrimp, various types of fish. We've even got red snapper, some mahi-mahi. We carry hush puppies, French fries, the whole 9 yards.
That's neat. The accessories, the stuff that goes with it, all the fixings you got there. You got all kinds of spices, and even have deep fryers. If somebody says, "Hey, I need a way to cook this stuff."
We do. We sell a lot of those. It's a Cajun fryer. You can go online and we can offer it because we have such a good business in that area. We can offer it cheaper than anyone that I've seen in the area or online. So we just sold 3 fryers and 2 grills this week. So.
Okay. So that's something that a lot of people don't know that you have down there. That is a pretty nice selection when you go in. And of course, a lot of people are pretty particular about the breading when they're cooking their fish.
Sure.
And you've got some really good stuff down there to do that. And your staff is always helpful when you go down there. So very impressed with it. And tell everybody where you are, your hours, and how.
We're open 8 to 4 Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week. We are actually on U.S. Highway 62, right between the dams. So if you go over one bridge, then you're going to find us right there in the town of Lake City. And there's only a couple things there. So we sit kind of back off the road, but we got a big sign out by the road. And, we consistently on a weekly basis get people in there that don't really know that either we sell retail or what we have, or I've driven by this place.
I think it's all commercial.
Yeah, they do. And that's something that the thing about our business, you have to travel to get to us. We're not just in a neighborhood, and we still, are able to increase production. And that's all we're trying to do now with
generate some traffic and
exactly
everybody
right.
know what you're doing. Of course, you all, Lake City Fish Market just came on our loyal listener big deals. You can go to WPKYonline.com. And you can check out our loyal listener big deals. Look in that under the food section there, and you look for Lake City Fish Market and get you a deal on some coupons, gift certificate to shop down at Lake City Fish Market. So awesome story, man, and very interesting. And I know when you go in there, a lot of times you'll see David. He is suiting up in that orange rubber suit to go out there and start cleaning those fish. He asked me the other day when I was down there. He said, "You want to come in here and clean some fish?" I said, "No, I don't think so."
Well, you know what? It's not. It's kind of. I think we could be on that show, Dirty Jobs. But
it's excellent.
Somebody's got to do it. You know. So.
And I asked him, I think he had a load of catfish, and I think you pull the skin off of them just like, you just don't fillet them. I mean, you pull the skin off of them.
We have to dress them several different ways.
Yeah.
We've got 17 tanks there that we can hold them in,
Yeah.
and we hold them until we get the order, and that's why it's always fresh.
Do y'all still do the fillets, the steaks, fiddlers, and
We
all
sure
that
do.
stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
I remember the old Diamond
Suited to your order.
Suited to, yeah, you can get them any ways, because a lot of folks used to the old Diamond restaurant down there, and they would have fillets, they would have the old catfish steaks,
Yep.
and then, of course, your fiddlers. And so that's awesome. So all they need to do is just let you know how they want.
That's right. They come in, 3 or 4 pounds of fiddlers, 3 or 4 pounds of steak, whatever it is you want. We'll process it right there for you. It'll be fresh out the door and never frozen.
Awesome. What's your phone number?
270-362-8308.
8308. It's Lake City Fish Market, and again, it's officially in Grand Rivers, but Lake City's right there. You go, but again, between the dams, you go over one bridge on US 62. Look to your left if you're heading toward Paducah.
That's right.
And Calvert City that way, and it's over there on your left. And, of course, check them out on the Loyal Listener Big Deal store at WPKYonline.com. Great story, David. So glad to have you here today, and look forward to coming down and getting some fresh shrimp myself.
Well, I appreciate you having me on here. When we talked about this, you gave me the opportunity, and I was like, for sure. I want to talk about football and myself and fish. Hey, I can do that all day long.
So how are the Mayfield Cardinals looking this year?
Well, I think they're going to have a pretty good squad. They've got a tough game tonight, and
that's a Memphis team, isn't it?
It is a team out of Memphis that I think has gone 35-1 in their last 36 games. So, 2 tradition-rich programs that are should battle it out, and I'm going to be there.
Well, War Memorial Stadium's a tough place to play. I mean, I've seen several. I remember a couple years ago when my son was playing, down there. Just putting it to Mayfield, and something happens at halftime when they go in that tunnel, and I don't know what Coach Morris says.
It's called coaching, to be honest with you.
I don't know what Coach Morris says, but all of a sudden they come back and the game's totally different.
Yeah, I think I saw something where their record is gaudy. It's something like 79-1 in the last 9 years at home. But I will say this: I remember my father was a coach, and I think it was around 1985, I want to say. Caldwell County, I think, won 2 games that year.
That was my senior year.
Okay.
That was my senior year, and we came down. It was a muddy game.
Yes, it was.
15-7. That was Coach G's last game.
Oh, really?
And, that was
Y'all
the
won
mud
2
ball.
games that year, if I'm not mistaken.
We beat Crittenden County, who won the state championship under Coach Gates, and then came down and beat Mayfield.
That's what I thought.
And they won the state championship that year.
I still remember that.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
I remember where I was at the lake that night. I was a young kid, which shows that you're a lot older than me. But I was at the lake listening to it on the radio because I remember it was going to be a mud bath.
Well, I was right at the old WPKY on the board that night. So, but anyway, what awesome memories. Football just does that, and what a legacy Coach Barnes left. And I appreciate you sharing your memories of Coach Barnes this morning as well. So
I appreciate you having me
and
on
thanks for coming, and look forward to, again, remind everybody, Lake City Fish Market is out there on Loyal Listener Big Deals, WPKYonline.com. Check it out. And, David, thank you for being here, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All
Good
right.
luck to the Tigers tonight.
Thank you, sir. That's David Fields. He is the owner of the Lake City Fish Market in Grand Rivers, and that is on US 62. Check him out on Facebook as well. We'll be back on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. It's Coffee Talk.
At CarMax, when we say buy all the cars, we mean it. Over the last 20 years, we've purchased millions of cars from coast to coast. In the last year alone, we've bought a mountain of Mercurys, an armada of Nissans, a ton of Titans, an ocean of Pacificas, and a sea of Siennas. Not to mention a few Hellcats and a couple of Tornadoes. So no matter what you're selling, CarMax is buying. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. CarMax, we buy all the cars.
Get the whole family ready to step into that famous back-to-school feeling with Famous Footwear's Buy One, Get One Half Off sale going on now. That's 1 pair of checkered Vans for him and half off Adidas for her. Fresh new Timberlands for her and half off new sandals for you. Shop top brands that'll make your family feel like they're on top of the world. Famous Footwear, because everyone deserves to feel a little famous. Buy 1 item, get a second item of equal or lesser value for half price. Some exclusions apply.
Hush, little baby, don't
What does your morning sound like?
the itsy bitsy spider. Rock-a-bye, baby.
She's finally asleep. Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
A 2016 Chevy Malibu. Kelly Blue Book suggested price is $15,079. Trice priced at $13,500.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or tricehughes.com.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Hypnosis can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Hypnosis programs with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Hypnosis will be in Hopkinsville on Thursday, September 12th. Summer's over. It's time to get back on track.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think about desserts like I used to.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I had lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful.
And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed. Thursday, September 12th at the Holiday Inn Hotel, 2910 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. Seminar time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
The preseason keeps moving as your Tennessee Titans host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Preseason game number 3 this Sunday night. The award-winning Titans countdown is on the air at 6. Voice of the Titans Mike Keith and Coach Dave McGinnis bring you Titans and Steelers action preseason game number 3 with a kickoff set for 7. Titans and Steelers Sunday Night Football.
106.5 WKDZ.
Thanks for starting your morning with Tess and Ty on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY and Coffee Talk still on the air. And hey, I'm going to tell you what, my new favorite person in the whole wide world is Brandon Sigler. Eli Pepper, eat your heart out. That's what I said. He jumped up and got a wasp. And if you watch our live feed later, and you see me going nuts because I seem to be watching something go back and forth like a tennis match. That's what it's been for the last half hour.
I'll pull my Forrest Gump here, and it's not a very good one. Okay, so hang on here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do my Forrest Gump.
Go ahead.
I don't think it was a stinging wasp test.
I wish you'd. You should ask my that is the most
not
irritating thing in the world. You know why you say
test.
that?
What?
Because you haven't been stung by one of those.
Oh, I've been hammered. I came out a door one time and I thought somebody had hit me so hard in the back of the ear, and it turned out to be one of those old red wasps.
See, but you know my history in the last week. How many times have I got bit, stung, and
I know.
747 in the eyeball?
You have a reason to be paranoid.
As far as Eli Pepper, he probably would have hit his elbow on that.
I think he probably would.
Head would have hit the sand.
I think you could have headbutted him, don't you?
Hey, have we heard if he went out of town yet?
I think he's waiting. So he was waiting as of yesterday. So
awesome. Well, congratulations to him. I'm pretty happy for that kid.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, but speaking of things going on, though, you've got a big youth rally going on.
Yeah. So what it is next Wednesday, August the 28th, from 5:30 to 8, we've got a United Youth Rally, and we're putting that on just to be a blessing to the community. We just want everyone to come, and really we started this about a year ago, and we've kind of done quarterly events, and we've had, I think, the last rally we had up to like 280. So God's really at work and blessing it. People are coming and
multi-county, right?
Yeah, it's really like region-wide. It's turned into a region deal where you've got Hopkinsville, Trigg County, even some in Livingston and Marion, Dawson Springs, everywhere that's coming. And like I said, we're just focusing on Jesus. We're going after him. First hour and a half is just kind of a hangout, get to know people, listen to music. We've got food, games and all that. And then we'll move over from our Life Center to the sanctuary. We'll have an awesome worship team. that's coming. That's a part of different churches as well. And then we always have just a dynamic speaker that will give a great message and get an altar call and have them out there by 8, so everybody leaves there uplifted and edified and everybody's happy.
Now, that's at Christ Tabernacle, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And tell everybody where that's located.
Yeah, so you have the address, Brice?
1839 US 62.
I've taught him
yeah,
well.
62 West, yes.
Right past Walmart.
Yeah, it is out there. And of course, Brandon, you're the youth minister there.
Yes, sir.
And this event, I remember with I think the first one that you had.
It was last August,
yes.
And it was, this is August the 28th. I think it was like August the 29th last year.
My daughter went, by the way. She had a wonderful time.
You know, everyone that's I've always tried to catch up with the youth pastors, and it seems like everyone loves it. They love being a part of it, and really, you know, that's what Christ has called us to do and to be. He's not coming back for any certain denomination. He's not, you know, He's called us as one to be the Christian body. So
yeah. I love that, though. Anytime you can get kids and youth to come together for one reason,
right.
and it's a positive one, I don't think you can go wrong with that. I mean, I don't see how that's a bad idea in any language.
Yeah, and you know, I've found out that people rally around a cause, and so we've just made that cause Christ, and we've just we've kept out all the sprinkles. I've heard a guy say, "Stay on the ice cream, get away from the sprinkles," and we just went after Jesus, like I said, and the kids are really loving it. So
now, if somebody says, you know what, I'm still a little new to it, I don't know what to expect. We've actually got a video from this was last year's that highlights that happened.
It was through the 4 events that happened last year. A brother at our church named Eric Schroeder, he done an amazing job on that, and Brice is an intern out at our church, so he's been out there the last year.
And this is Brice Davis.
That's
right.
Yep, and Brice can tell you a little bit on the video. He does more of our social media stuff.
Yeah, we have an Instagram now.
Oh, wow.
That was fun getting started up, but
so you can help me with mine, right?
That's
can I
right.
borrow him?
That's right.
I don't do that stuff, you know.
No, we've got quite a few followers now, and it's really cool to see. We've got followers from different counties, like we were talking about. It's cool to see the kids rally together, like you were saying, and they're doing it through social media. And we're on Instagram at christtab.youth, and our Christ Tabernacle page is kind of taken off too. We posted that video, and I think 1,500 people viewed it. So
wow.
It's getting out there.
It's spreading.
Word's getting out.
Spreading.
We're getting old, even though you're so young. You know, it's changed so much that now social media is the way that, you know, you got to be on there.
Yeah, you know, my senior year, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff started coming out. It's really just blown up.
What?
I'm getting old, I guess.
Okay, Brice, I'll admit, when I graduated, they'd barely heard of the internet. I think they did over in China, but other than that.
But you know, when I was in school, honestly, like just the flyers were a huge deal. And
right.
we came out with that, the first event last year, and it went okay, but it seems like after we've got the social media going and blasting off that kids are really taking off with that and going with it.
And really, for this community especially, this comes at a pretty perfect time, doesn't it?
Sure. You know, Coach Barnes, with the passing of Coach, it's been difficult on the whole county. He coached me all 4 years. I think that he moved here when I was in 8th grade. So he's definitely had a great run here. But the last week, that's what we've tried to do is dedicate our time to the football, cheerleading staff, the school. We fed the football team last night. So, it couldn't be any better. Them kids are hurting. You know, they've lost their head football coach. And really, I'm really proud of them tonight. They're about to go out there and fight. They haven't had a fair week as far as weather or time goes. But I think that, you know, there will be a special anointing out there tonight for them. I think God will bless them. Not saying with a W or an L, whatever. That stuff plays itself out. But I think that this team will be blessed for the battles they faced.
Well, you know, I think a lot of times the healing has to happen. And I think that, you know, when you show those kids some love, and you show those kids that you care, and you pray for them, and you show up for them.
Sure.
I think that's half of it right there. Just show up. You know, they seeing you and hearing you and that sort of thing. Show them you love them. Don't just tell them. Show them you love them.
Sure.
And that's something that you do on a regular basis.
Well,
and I don't
thank
know
you.
if some people know or not, but he is very heavily involved in coaching as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And you know, that's the big thing, and I wanted the kids to realize that the supernatural power of God is going to get them through the season. You know, and that's the awesome part, is seeing through the healing is where God's at. Right. It's never going to be easy. They're always going to remember Coach Barnes. He's left an amazing legacy here. And there's always going to be stuff out there at that field that's going to remind them. But like I said, just the process of allowing God to heal their hearts through that time.
Well, how about we turn it around and say, you know what, there's always going to be something out there to remind them of Coach Barnes. And make that a positive thing. Let's not make that a sad thing all the time. Let's say, hey, what would Coach Barnes want me to do?
Yeah.
Let's make that a positive thing.
Yes, ma'am. And now you've got Will. So you still got a Coach Barnes as well, and he's going to carry it on and do a great job with them.
We sure do appreciate everything you're doing. We really do.
Yeah, and listen, I just all the parents that are listening, spread the word. We want anyone from 6th grade to 12th grade next week, the 28th, from 5:30 to 8. We want you to be a part of it. You don't have to bring anything. We just want you to show up. We do ask you to bring a friend. So that's what we're wanting. We're wanting this community to just get behind each other and live life together and go after
What
Jesus.
about transportation? I know I saw a few things about if folks don't have rides or there might be buses for some teams and those kind of things. Tell us a little about maybe potential transportation out there.
We have a bus ministry, and we're holding it just for that event that night. We have a bus that holds 29, and we've got two vans that hold 14. So you're great at math. You can do it. About 55, 60 seats there. And so if any kids need that, they can call 270-365-1744, and there's an extension. I don't know if it's bus ministry or
they'll hear it.
Yeah, they can go through that list. There's like 4 different things to go through.
I think with the timing of this event, too, being at the beginning of the school year, parents are getting their kids back at home, and they're kind of missing that summer freedom with their kids. So I'm sure they'll be happy to deliver them to us. And
let them out of the house.
That's right.
What are you accusing me of? Hey, I dump my kid off on him every day at practice.
Yeah, and you know, also I can just tell that on the flip side of that, the kids are going back on a scheduled deal now. You know, summer's gone, and we just want them to be able to kind of get away, get with each other, have fun, and go after it.
Well, you know, I will say, I'm just going to, brag on you all day because I think you're doing a wonderful job, and I think that's how we get people to do those things, to say, look, you're doing a great job, and we want everybody to know it. But you guys are offering bus rides for the players as well.
Yeah, and so, I'm with the middle school team, and obviously we've talked to the high school team. We've had a prayer walk today, so every Friday morning we're going to do a 7 a.m. prayer walk, and there was like 20 kids this morning, so kids are longing for that. So yeah, definitely if the football teams or any team needs that, we just need to know ahead of time, and we'd be more than happy to get them there. And they're probably going to need a ride to pick them up after the services, but yeah, we want everybody. So
no excuses not to go, Ty.
No, not at all. I was going to ask Brice. Brice has been away, 2017 graduate of Caldwell County, athlete in your own right. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing since then and your internship at Christ Tabernacle and what's your role there.
I'll tell you, I was going to Murray State. That was I kind of felt led that way, but I was only doing it for a scholarship. I had a business scholarship. Otherwise, I really didn't know what I was doing. And to be honest with you, God put a burden on my heart, and he called me back home, and now I'm more involved with the youth ministry. I don't have an official title, but I consider myself Brandon's kind of right-hand man. And I get to just love on these kids and be involved with their lives, and it's been a true blessing, and I wouldn't trade anything for it. The internship is dear to my heart, and I'm thankful for Christ Tabernacle in this community.
Brice does a lot with our social media. and he's more the utility guy. That's kind of what I call him.
I feel like.
But he's got something working in him. And,
Sure.
And
Sure.
so that's awesome, man. I wanted to hear that story because I remember when you were out at the high school, and it's interesting to always hear, and it's kind of nice that you've come in and put back in your community. So,
Well, what's it like to go away to college and then come back home?
Well, it was different. It was very different because all my friends and people from this community, they're still going to school. So it's definitely, I'm a burden on this guy. I'm always with him. But I'm back with Liberty Online. I'm getting my degree through them, and I've got to work out some details, but I think I may be graduated in May with an interdisciplinary degree. So I'm really excited for that, kind of kickstart, whatever happens next in this journey.
Well, you got to let us know so we can brag on him.
yeah, congratulations. That's awesome.
Sure,
Thank you, sir.
for sure. And like I said, I think the kingdom's big on building teams, and so it's a blessing to have people like him that's that involved and care that much to be a part of
I
it.
bet.
So.
That's the most compliments I've ever got from him.
And just
We're going to build him up.
Yeah, just what a community we have. And I know we've all seen it. We all live here. We've all experienced it, whether it's something really good that happens, whether it's something that's unexpected, whether it's something that's very tragic. The community just wraps each other up and really supports each other. And that's what, I know this event had happened last year under normal circumstances. Again, it's a little different, but the timing, again, could not be better. Sure. And that's what this community is all about. I mean, we lift each other up and support each other, and it's just a great event.
Yeah, Romans 12 talks on love, and it says that we weep with those who weep and rejoice with those who rejoice. And, this past week has been a week of weeping, and so following that, we would like to, this next week, just have a week of rejoicing with all the united youth around. So.
Well, I think it's perfect timing for everything too. Now, you would like some RSVPs just to kind of, just to kind of get an idea of how many you need to prepare for, and of course that you can adjust how much you got.
We put that for today, but I've told all the youth pastors, especially the new ones that have called and reached out to me, that that's not a big deal. We've done that obviously for space, for food, for drinks, stuff like that. But I told them, hey, if you've got a group of 200. You can just bring them.
I love that.
We'll make it work.
I'll go get some more pizzas. We'll take some chairs out. We'll sit. We'll do whatever we got to do.
We'll do it outside.
It's great.
Yeah. So.
Now, as far as because they could go to church on Sunday and everybody get together and say, "Hey, let's go to this," right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If it's a Sunday deal, if it's a Tuesday night deal, if you could get a hold of me, I would appreciate that at 270-625-0078. But if you can't, come out to the church. We just want to be a blessing, receive it, have fun doing it. That's all we want.
And again, if they need a ride, as far as the bus goes.
Sure.
Yeah, contact us, and if you're here in town especially, we'll make a way for you. If I have to come pick you up, we'll get you there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Grades 6 through 12. It's going to be an awesome evening of worship and just healing and fellowshipping.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Oh, we sure do appreciate you guys coming. It was last minute. I will admit, I talked to him yesterday. I was like, hey, can you come in?
I was excited. I was excited anytime.
Hey, we look forward to seeing you and anything else that you got in the future. And, we appreciate all you do for our kids.
Yes,
both,
ma'am.
at
sure.
Christ Tabernacle and at the high school or the middle school with the football.
For sure.
And I guess I'm looking forward. Did you hear that one? I was talking to your daddy about you a couple of days ago, young man. Boy, you wouldn't have been able to walk out of the store. He's awfully proud of you.
Well, he tells you, but I don't hear much.
Oh, well, I'll have to tattle on him afterwards, right? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
There you go.
I think you're probably a lot like him. I would imagine.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, thanks so much. It's Tess and Ty. Stick around. We're going to have your full forecast here in just a second. It's 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
We say we buy all the cars. We mean it. Over the last 20 years, we've purchased millions of cars from coast to coast. In the last year alone, we've bought a mountain of Mercurys, an armada of Nissans, a ton of Titans, an ocean of Pacificas, and a sea of Siennas. Not to mention a few Hellcats and a couple of Tornadoes. So no matter what you're selling, CarMax is buying. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. CarMax. We buy all the cars.
Get the whole family ready to step into that famous back-to-school feeling with Famous Footwear's buy one, get one half off sale going on now. That's one pair of checkered Vans for him and half off Adidas for her. Fresh new Timberlands for her and half off new sandals for you. Shop top brands that'll make your family feel like they're on top of the world. Famous Footwear, because everyone deserves to feel a little famous. Buy one item, get a second item of equal or lesser value for half price. Some exclusions apply.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, it looks like showers and storms this morning, and maybe see a few through early afternoon. And the rain becoming more scattered after lunch. Cloudy this evening, a high near 82. 30% chance of showers early tonight, and mostly cloudy overnight, a low 65. Sunshine returns for tomorrow, a high 81. And a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Sunday, a high near 81. But again, for today, looks like these showers are going to clear out. The steady showers should be scattered this afternoon. Cloudy this evening, a high near 82. Currently 71 at WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Great Wall Chinese Restaurant.
Get ready for back to school with Health First Community Health Center, offering immunizations, physicals, and well or sick child visits. At Health First, we are here to help your family get prepared and stay healthy this school year. Schedule your appointment today at 877-667-7017. That's 877-667-7017. Same day and walk-in appointments are available. Located at 1100 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. At Health First Community Health Center, your health is our first concern.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
A 2016 Chevy Malibu. Kelley Blue Book suggested price is $15,079. Trice priced at $13,500.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or tricehughes.com.
Thanks for starting your morning with Tess and Ty on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty, and we're still in Coffee Talk this morning at 8:49. And hey, it is a Friday, and it looks like it might have actually stopped raining.
It might, and it's going to be just scattered throughout probably the rest of the day. I know yesterday the forecast was pretty tough. They act like it'd be scattered, but I think it rained solidly for the whole day, and I kept thinking, man. But that's
it was
okay.
Good sleeping weather, though.
Got some rain overnight as well. But just watch out for those scattered showers. Now, hopefully, should clear out of here by this evening. So for football Friday, should be out of the way. So it's the Caldwell County Tigers kicking off tonight at Tiger Stadium against Christian County. And we're going to be on the air with that at 5:30.
Right.
And the kickoff is at 7 o'clock.
Football Friday.
That's exactly right.
Under the Friday night lights, I'm so excited I could just explode.
YSE Football Friday, followed at 5:30, followed by the Coaches Show at 6, and pregame with Todd Griffin and the guys at 6:30. So kickoff at 7. Tune in.
I'll tell you something else I'm excited about.
Head out there and take your radio.
Yes. Oh, that's one of my favorite things is when I look around. And at first, when I first saw people doing that, I was like, what are they doing? I don't get it. Why aren't they watching the game? Why aren't they listening to the game? They are. What they're doing is they're listening to WPKY in their headphones and watching the game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was neat.
Tess,
well, I didn't know.
Come on. A lot of people do that at the games.
I didn't know.
That's hilarious. Twyman always had his headphones on.
I never noticed that because I'm so busy screaming and looking at the field that I don't pay attention to that. And the last season I'm sitting and I'm looking at the blonde goes deep, okay? But I was looking around the stadium and all these people, some of the guys had their I was like, that's rude. Why aren't you watching the game? Why aren't you listening to the game? You can't hear the game with the headphones on.
They don't want to miss their late night shows.
Well,
but you know what? In this day and
know.
age now, you can stream a movie while you're at the ball game, so you never know.
Hey, did you look at Brice's face when I said we barely had internet when I graduated?
Oh, yeah. I remember being at Murray in the late 80s and right in the early 90s, and this guy was talking to my brother. We were going to school down there at the same time, and I remember this guy telling my brother, I'll email you. And he and I looked at each other and said, well, we don't have any email. What's he talking about?
Back in the day, though, it was a lot easier to catch who was listening to the game because when you say they had headphones on, they also had this antenna coming from their ear, so you knew they were listening to the radio.
Yeah, a lot of times you
in
did.
the day of earbuds,
yeah.
You can't tell.
No, but we want Tiger Stadium packed tonight.
Absolutely. I want to see earbuds, one at least in your ear.
Yeah, and then you can catch all the great coverage right here with your sportsedge.com and, of course, WPKY.
Yes.
And if you're not going to be around for some reason, then you can just use the app. Go to WPKYonline.com or use the app. So download it to your phone. You can catch the game.
I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. And all the new technology, I'm really starting to learn how to use, and all of it is really user-friendly. So it's all been really easy for me to use. And if I can use it, anybody can use it.
That's exactly
But, hey,
right.
Black Patch is coming up. I'm really excited about this as well, and I think, you talk about a list of things to do.
Yes.
I think it got twice as long this year as it was last year, and I thought there was quite a bit to do then.
Black Patch Heritage Festival coming up. You'll see the Princeton Optimist Club start circulating our Black Patch Heritage Festival catalogs.
Oh, they were cool.
And tweaked this year. We've got the first page. You've got the schedule of events. Of course, Friday night, the parade kicks everything off, and that's at 5 o'clock on Friday, September 6th. And then, of course, Saturday morning, it's the Street Festival, and that kicks off with the Kiwanis Club Pancake Breakfast down at Ogden Methodist Church. You got the Butler Caldwell County School Alumni Reunion, and that's from 8:30 to noon. You got the book sale at the library. Of course, the dog show, 10 to noon down at Big Springs Park. All kinds of events, but those are going to be scheduled throughout. You'll be able to get that in the catalog and see everything that's going on. And of course, congratulations to the 2019 Co-Grand Marshals, Judy Bowes and Dot McConnell. Of course, they'll be featured in the parade Friday night, too.
I love that.
Wonderful.
Our Band of Pride will be in the parade.
Oh, lots of
Love
stuff.
watching the kiddos.
Yeah, so we're excited about that coming up, and be looking for these catalogs in the community here. Lots of information, too. Roy Jean Rogers and the Historical Society has really worked hard on getting some Black Patch history and trivia questions in there.
Oh, that is so neat, by the way. There is some really neat trivia questions in here that you don't find just anywhere.
And here's one I don't know, and I don't see the answer sheets in here, but here's an answer. This is number 16 in the Caldwell County Trivia. What do the initials IOOF mean? They're located on the building where Jeff Rousseau's law office is currently located. So.
Maybe he can tell us. He's going to be here next week.
Yeah, but I
See how I
think
segued right
I do
there?
know that one. So I do know that one.
Do you really?
Yeah. And
Are you going to tell us?
No, I don't think so. That's a trivia question, but I do know what IOOF is. And should I tell? International Order of Odd Fellows, I do believe that.
Is
that
it really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I gave that answer. But yeah.
Maybe that might be a question on next week's trivia to win some tickets.
It might be.
What do you think?
So check out these beautiful catalogs. There's a lot of information there about Black Patch and, of course, the history and
and it's
the
interesting.
questions. Yeah, it's very interesting, and it is a heritage festival, and so
like
this is
it.
about our heritage. So.
I like it because there's some things in it that you're not going to find anywhere else except for that book. So if you want it, you got to go get that book.
That's right, and of course, don't forget the beauty pageant this weekend.
Yes,
at the Fine Arts Center at the high school. Everything gets underway at 9 o'clock. Several categories, so get out and check that out.
Well, and I heard you say something about the Friends of George Kuhn Public Library Black Patch book sale. This is a very, very popular one that everybody asked about. I think Ty was actually bugging the library people about it like 3 months ago. Are we going to sell books? Are we going to sell books? Are we going to sell books? And she said, yes, Ty, leave me alone. So, yes, this is what's going to happen. It's the Friends of George Kuhn Public Library Black Patch book sale. And Saturday, August 31st is going to be the first day. Now, I've been told when they were here the other day, she said that there's actually usually a line stretched out, especially the first day.
That's exactly right.
And so I'm being told a dollar, by the way, a buck, is going to buy pretty well anything they got.
You know, I'd always watched the movie Jaws. I never did read the Peter Benchley novel.
Oh.
So I bought it up there one year and got to reading the novel, and it's a little different. But it's kind of cool. Because I got a lot of quality books up there. That's just one of them. It was paperback, but
there's movies on DVD up there too.
A lot of times they have movies up there
for a buck.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is something that I just really think is neat. Now, if you have a donation that you would like to make for the book sale, you need to go ahead and get that done. And I also will say, she said that you may just because you went one time. Don't say, oh, I went today, I'm not going to go tomorrow. No. Because they will there's tons of things that they have they can't fit on a table now. So, for the next day, they're going to restock. So, I mean, there'll be different things that you can find every day. It'll be like a treasure hunt. It'll be actually for a buck, the $1 treasure hunt. And, any of the money made is going to go to a great cause. Hey, you're trying to help kids learn, and not just kids, adults. I mean, the George Coon Public Library is a wonderful organization and a wonderful place that so many kids and generations of mamas and daddies and grandparents and kids have learned so much over the years from there. So, I mean, I think it's great.
It's awesome. And, also Black Patch Heritage Festival coming up. And
9 a.m. to
excited
2,
about
by the
that.
way. I forgot to tell you.
So that is awesome. And just get out and participate in our heritage with Black Patch Heritage Festival. And, again, September 6th is the parade and the events all day Saturday.
I think it's going to be
downtown
fun.
Downtown Princeton. Yep.
Hey, we've got tons of things coming up today. Of course, don't forget, this is Football Friday. Ty's got on his blue and gold. I've got on my blue and gold this morning. Of course, Brandon Sigler just left. We want to love on these kids tonight. I know we're going to have we always love our football, and I'm always screaming that I love my football. And, of course, my son plays middle school football, and this is high school. And I'm telling you, please come out to Tiger Stadium this evening. Of course, our pregame show will start at 5:30. You don't want to miss that. There's going to be a lot of special things on there this week that you just don't want to, somebody say, hey, did you hear that? No, you're not going to want to miss it. That's going to start at 5:30. And then please come out to Tiger Stadium and support these kids. We'd love nothing more than the stadium to just be packed full.
We got you covered here at WPKY. Again, we're starting with your Sports Edge Football Friday at 5:30. Coach's show at 6, pregame at 6:30. And we just encourage everybody to pack the stadium tonight. And, of course, we got you covered here at WPKY and WPKY Online and the app on your phone.
Oh, I forgot I need to do that again. Got to love on the band a little bit. Band of Pride's going to have their very first, it's their debut of their competition piece that they're going to be having.
And it does have a Titanic theme, right? So
yes, it does.
Do you know what it's called, what they call it? I don't know. They usually name it something.
I believe it's Titanic is actually the name of it. It's on a T-shirt hanging in a closet at my house, and I washed the T-shirt, but I know that the theme is surrounding the Titanic.
They've worked really hard on that too. I know when we had
all summer long.
Yeah, so.
These kids put in an enormous amount of time and effort, and standing out in the hot sun and walking and over and over and over again, the choreography and the music. And they've done a really, really nice job. So go out and support them tonight as well.
Going to be a big night at Tiger Stadium, and looking forward to see everybody out at the ball game tonight.
All right, well, we will see you out there. It's Tess and Ty. Stick around. Audrey Lamb is going to be up here in just a few minutes. Of course, she's going to have all of your news and anything else you need to know. She's going to catch you up on that. Of course, there's some flushing going on Monday and Tuesday of the fire hydrants that she's going to fill you in on, I'm sure. Todd Griffin will be in with sports, and if he's in with sports, he covers it all.
That's right. Thanks to our guests today, Brice Davis and Brandon Sigler from Christ Tabernacle, and David Fields from Lake City Fish Market.
That's all right.
On Coffee Talk.
Hey, have a great weekend. We will see you out at the ballpark. Don't go anywhere. Audrey Lamb is up here in just a few minutes.
WPKY Princeton.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
And you expect showers and storms early. They'll be clearing out and just scattered this afternoon, a high near 82. 30% chance of showers early, then mostly cloudy overnight. Tonight, a low 65, and sunshine returns for tomorrow, a high near 81. And a chance of showers and thunderstorms as you head home from church on Sunday, mostly cloudy, a high 81. The futurecast, rain chances through next Thursday, highs in the 80s. Again for today, scattered showers this afternoon into the evening, cloudy, a high near 82. It is 71 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Raider Auction Company.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes. We're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
A 2016 Chevy Malibu. Kelley Blue Book suggested price is $15,079. Trice priced at $13,500.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or tricehughes.com.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. Billionaire and philanthropist David Koch has died.
His brother, Charles, announcing the news in a statement saying, quote, "It is with a heavy heart that I announce the passing of my brother."
Fox's Sandra Smith.
David and his brother, Charles, co-owned Koch Industries, a Kansas-based energy and chemical company, since 1983. Last year, Koch stepped down from Koch Industries.